The cosmic tides are shifting, and if you're tuned into the universe's whispers, you can already feel it. Something immense is coming. This isn't just another energetic wave. It's a force that will ripple through every starseed, every awakened soul attuned to the pulse of the cosmos. The Andromedans are calling, and the universe is aligning to ensure this energy does not go unnoticed. In the coming days, a powerful transformation will unfold. It will stir your spirit, unlock hidden aspects of your being, and break open long-awaited pathways. The stars are conspiring, not against you, but for you, to propel you into a new spiritual chapter. This is not mundane energy. It is cosmic, divine, and unstoppable. With this surge comes a great responsibility. The old structures, fears, doubts, limitations will dissolve. What no longer serves your highest path will be stripped away. The time for hiding is over. The Andromedans, beings of light and wisdom, are guiding us through this gateway, ensuring those who are ready will step into their true power. But not all will embrace this shift. Those clinging to fear and outdated beliefs will struggle. They may resist, attempt to block the inevitable, yet this awakening cannot be stopped. It has been written in the fabric of existence long before we became aware of it. The Andromedans are here to assist, guiding us through the chaos so that we don't just survive, we thrive. So, will you harness this cosmic force, or will you let fear keep you in the shadows? The next few days will test your courage and commitment to your evolution. If you align with this energy, if you are open to higher guidance, you will rise like never before. This is a moment of reckoning, a shift that will change everything. Are you ready? Type "I'm ready" in the comments if you feel this energy calling to you. As this new chapter unfolds, my channel is facing challenges in reaching those who need this message most. If this resonates, like, share, and subscribe. Together, we spread the light. Let's rise. The Andromedan frequency shift. What's really happening? The Andromedan frequency shift is unlike anything humanity has experienced before. It's as if an invisible cosmic wave is sweeping across the fabric of reality, rewriting the very way we understand existence. What was once considered absolute truth is now dissolving like mist under the morning sun. Ideas, beliefs, and perceptions that have shaped our world for centuries are becoming irrelevant overnight. This is not just a small shift. It's a complete transformation, an upgrade in consciousness that is resetting the way we interact with time, space, and energy. One of the most profound effects of this shift is the rise of inner knowing. Logic, as we know it, is beginning to take a back seat, while intuition is stepping into the driver's seat. Imagine walking through a dense forest at night, relying only on a dim flashlight to guide you. That was the old way of thinking, where we depended on external sources for direction. But now, it's as if an inner flame has been lit, illuminating the path from within. Answers will come before questions are even asked. Decisions will feel less like calculations and more like direct downloads from the universe. The Andromedan frequency is sharpening our instincts, making us more aware of what truly aligns with our soul's path and what is merely an illusion. At a physical level, the Earth's magnetic field is fluctuating, and with it, our own energetic balance is being thrown into disarray. This is not just a subtle background shift. It's something you may feel as sudden dizziness, moments of vertigo, or even a strange sensation of floating. It's as if gravity itself is becoming unpredictable, shifting in response to the pulsating cosmic energy waves. The electromagnetic field of the planet is intricately connected to our bodies, particularly our nervous system and brain waves. When this field is disrupted, It's like a radio trying to tune into a station while static interference keeps cutting in and out. Some days you may feel lightheaded, disoriented, or even as if you are slipping between dimensions. These sensations are not random. They are the body's way of adjusting to the new energetic framework being established. Alongside these physical changes, a surge of otherworldly dreams and messages is flooding into the consciousness of those who are tuned in. Think of it like a cosmic Wi-Fi signal suddenly being amplified, allowing transmissions from higher realms to reach us with greater clarity. Many are beginning to experience vivid dreams filled with symbols, messages, and even encounters with beings of light. These are not ordinary dreams. They carry the weight of ancient knowledge, guiding us toward our next steps in this awakening process. Some may wake up feeling as if they've just returned from another world, with emotions, images, and sensations lingering long after sleep has ended. The Andromedans are using this heightened dream state to communicate vital information, helping us navigate the dimensional upgrade currently unfolding. Perhaps one of the most fascinating effects of this shift is the emergence of future déjà vu. Traditionally, déjà vu has been linked to past life memories or timelines momentarily overlapping. But now, something different is happening. People are experiencing glimpses of the future, as if the veil of time is thinning. Imagine watching scenes from a movie trailer, but instead of a film, it's moments from your own future playing out before you. These flashes might come as visions, gut feelings, or an unshakable certainty about an event before it occurs. This phenomenon is a sign that the Andromedan frequency is lifting us out of a linear perception of time and into something far more fluid. Instead of walking forward step by step, we are beginning to see the road ahead before we even take the first step. This frequency shift is not a theory. It's happening right now. Whether you feel it as a deep internal knowing, physical sensations, or glimpses beyond time, the universe is making it clear. The way we once understood reality is being rewritten, and the Andromedan energy is here to guide us into this new era. Cosmic energy surge. Why this shift feels unstoppable. The cosmic energy surge is not just a feeling. It's a force, an unstoppable wave that is actively reshaping our reality. Imagine standing at the shoreline as an enormous tidal wave rises before you. There's no stopping it, no resisting it. You can either brace yourself and ride the wave or be swept away by its immense power. This is what's happening on an energetic level. The universe is unleashing a surge of high-frequency energy, and it's not just affecting emotions or thoughts, it's physically altering the very structure of the Earth's electromagnetic field. Just like a tuning fork vibrates when struck, Earth's energy is being struck by an unseen force, shifting it into a new frequency. The planet itself is undergoing a recalibration, as if it's being rewired for a higher level of existence. This is why so many people are feeling strange symptoms, headaches, pressure in the forehead, ringing in the ears, or sudden waves of exhaustion. The body is struggling to adjust to the new energy patterns, much like a radio trying to pick up a signal that keeps changing. As this shift intensifies, it will become harder for anything rooted in low vibrations, fear, deception, or stagnation to remain standing. The energy is clearing out the old and making way for something new. A major catalyst for this transformation is the sun, which is acting as a cosmic transmitter. It's not just radiating heat and light, it's releasing solar flares packed with coded energy, directly influencing our DNA. Think of it like an ancient script hidden within us, waiting for the right signal to activate. These solar flares are that signal, triggering dormant strands of DNA that have been asleep for eons. As a result, many people are experiencing heightened awareness, sudden bursts of insight, or even strange sensations in the body, tingling, warmth, or a sense of expansion in the chest and head. These changes aren't random. They're part of a mass awakening, one that has been orchestrated by cosmic forces beyond our understanding. At the same time, the Earth's ley lines, its energy highways, are shifting. Picture a network of glowing veins running across the planet, channels that carry energy just as rivers carry water. Some of these energy hotspots are intensifying, becoming powerful vortexes that draw people toward them, while others are fading, losing their energetic influence. This is why certain places on Earth suddenly feel different. Some may feel magnetic, pulling you in, while others may feel heavy or disconnected, as if their purpose has been completed. Those who are sensitive to energy may find themselves inexplicably drawn to certain locations, feeling a deep soul connection to places they've never visited before. This is a sign that their internal energy is realigning with the new planetary grid. Another major indication of this shift is the spiking of the Schumann resonance, often referred to as the heartbeat of the Earth. This frequency, which influences human consciousness, has been behaving erratically, surging in ways never seen before. Imagine reality itself, pulsing like a living being, its rhythm accelerating unpredictably. This can make time feel distorted. Some moments may seem to stretch endlessly, while others disappear in the blink of an eye. It's as if the normal rules of time and space are bending, adjusting to the new energy blueprint. Many people are feeling moments of extreme clarity, followed by sudden confusion, as their minds struggle to keep up with this constantly shifting reality. Perhaps the most intense aspect of this surge is the invisible force that is pushing and pulling people toward their true path. It feels like an unseen hand guiding, nudging, even forcing individuals to make choices they've been avoiding. Those who have been stuck in toxic cycles, unfulfilling jobs, or relationships that no longer serve them may suddenly feel an overwhelming urge to break free. It's as if the universe is no longer allowing people to remain where they don't belong. This force is not subtle. It's relentless, like a river breaking through a dam, sweeping away anything that stands in the way of growth. This energy is not something that can be ignored or denied. It is here, it is happening, and it is accelerating. Whether we embrace it or resist it, one thing is certain: this shift is unstoppable. Physical and mental upgrades. The body's response. As the cosmic energy intensifies, the human body is undergoing profound changes, both physically and mentally. It's as if an internal power switch has been flipped, activating systems within us that have long been dormant. These changes are not just spiritual concepts, they are being felt in the body in ways that cannot be ignored. Many are experiencing strange electrical sensations, as if tiny sparks are moving through their veins. This may come as tingling in the hands, feet, or spine, or even light tremors in the body. It's like an internal energy source is coming online, rewiring the nervous system to process higher frequencies. These surges are the body's way of adjusting to the incoming cosmic waves, much like how a radio antenna vibrates when it picks up a stronger signal. One of the most noticeable shifts is happening in the gut. The stomach, often referred to as the second brain, is becoming far more sensitive. Foods that once felt normal may now seem heavy, sluggish, or even energetically off. It's as if the body is rejecting anything that doesn't align with the new frequency it's attuning to. Many are suddenly craving lighter, more natural foods, while processed or dense meals may lead to discomfort. This is because the body is moving toward a higher vibrational state, and anything that does not support this frequency feels foreign. Think of it like upgrading from an old gas-powered car to an advanced electric vehicle. What once fueled you no longer serves the new system you are becoming. Sleep patterns are also shifting, but not in ways that align with traditional earthly rhythms. Instead, many are finding themselves waking up at unusual hours, experiencing bursts of energy at night, or needing far less sleep than before. This is because the body is now syncing with cosmic cycles, not just the sun and moon. It's as if an invisible clock is guiding when we should rest and when we should be awake, based on higher dimensional energy waves. Some may feel fully recharged after just a few hours, while others may experience intense fatigue, needing more sleep than usual. These changes are part of the body's adaptation process, recalibrating to function in alignment with the new energetic blueprint. Another strange but common experience is the feeling of phantom pressure on the forehead or crown. This is not a physical sensation caused by external forces, but rather an internal activation. Many describe it as a light pressure, almost like an invisible hand gently pressing on their forehead or the top of their head. This is a sign that energetic downloads are taking place. Information is being absorbed, even if the conscious mind is not yet aware of it. The crown chakra, which connects us to higher consciousness, is opening wider, allowing new insights and wisdom to flow in. It's similar to updating the software on a computer. The new data is being installed, but it may take time before the system fully integrates the changes. Lastly, the way the brain processes reality is evolving. Brainwave frequencies are shifting, making perception and focus work in new ways. Some may feel moments of extreme clarity, where everything seems to make perfect sense, followed by periods of mental fog, where simple tasks feel overwhelming. This is because the brain is rewiring itself to function on multiple dimensions at once. It's like adjusting to a new operating system. There are moments where everything flows seamlessly, and others where the old way of thinking clashes with the new. Over time, as the adjustments settle, the ability to focus, create, and understand deeper truths will become second nature. These physical and mental upgrades are signs that the body is not just surviving this shift. It is actively transforming to become something greater. The old limitations are falling away, making room for a more expanded, higher functioning version of the self. Consciousness, expansion, unlocking new sensory perception. As the cosmic shift deepens, the human mind is expanding beyond its previous boundaries, unlocking new layers of perception that were once hidden. It's as if a filter has been removed, revealing a world that was always there, but just beyond reach. Many are beginning to notice subtle shifts in vision, not just in clarity, but in what is being perceived. Sacred geometry patterns may begin to appear, either in the mind's eye or faintly overlaying the physical world. These are not mere hallucinations, but glimpses into the mathematical blueprint of reality, the hidden framework that has structured existence since the beginning of time. Some may also notice glowing auras around people, animals, and even objects. These energy fields, once invisible, are becoming part of everyday sight, helping individuals read the vibrations of everything around them. Sound is also transforming, taking on a multidimensional quality. It's not just about hearing in the traditional sense, but feeling sound on a deeper level. Some may notice that music suddenly carries an emotional weight it never had before, as if unlocking forgotten memories or opening portals to past and future timelines. Others might begin to hear frequencies they never noticed before, high-pitched tones, subtle ringing, or even voices from unseen realms. This is not a sign of disorder, but of interdimensional tuning, much like a radio picking up distant signals. It's as if the ears are adjusting to a higher bandwidth of existence, where sound is not just vibration, but a form of cosmic communication. Dreams are also shifting, becoming hyper-realistic and immersive in a way that makes waking life feel dull in comparison. Many are experiencing lucid dreaming, where they become aware within the dream and can control the narrative. Others are finding themselves in detailed landscapes, meeting guides, ancestors, or even extraterrestrial beings who impart wisdom beyond the confines of earthly knowledge. Some may wake up with clear memories of experiences that feel as real as anything in waking life, leading to questions about what is truly real. These dreams are not random. They are training grounds for the expansion of consciousness, preparing individuals for a world where reality is far more fluid than previously believed. The way people interact with words and symbols is also changing. A simple phrase, book passage, or symbol might suddenly take on profound meaning, as if layers of hidden truth are being revealed. This is because the mind is no longer processing information in a linear way. It is decoding reality on multiple levels at once. What once seemed like ordinary language is now recognized as a complex system of energetic codes designed to unlock deeper awareness. This phenomenon is similar to suddenly understanding a foreign language without formal training. The meaning is felt rather than intellectually processed. It's as if the subconscious is finally accessing the hidden messages embedded in reality, allowing individuals to see beyond the surface of words and signs. Perhaps one of the most powerful shifts comes from spending time in nature. The natural world is becoming more than just a backdrop. It is transforming into a living, breathing portal for personal evolution. Many are feeling an inexplicable pull toward forests, mountains, rivers, and oceans, sensing that these places hold answers beyond logic. Time spent in these sacred spaces no longer feels passive. It feels activating, as if the very air carries an energetic charge that accelerates awakening. Some may feel like they are dissolving into the environment, merging with the rhythm of the earth in a way that transcends individuality. This is because nature is not just a physical presence. It is a gateway to higher realms, a bridge between the seen and unseen, where consciousness expands effortlessly. All of these experiences, vision shifts, sound perception, dream immersion, symbolic awareness, and nature's activation are signs that the mind is no longer confined to earthly limitations. The expansion is happening, not in theory, but in direct experience. The question is, are you ready to embrace it? Emotional disruptions, clearing the last blocks. As the energy shift intensifies, emotions are no longer something that can be pushed aside or buried beneath daily distractions. Instead, they are rising like waves in a storm, demanding to be acknowledged and released. Many are finding that old wounds are resurfacing with unexpected intensity, as if the past is being replayed in full color. Pain that was once thought to be healed may suddenly return, not as a punishment, but as a final test. It's like cleaning out a cluttered attic. Forgotten memories, regrets, and fears must be brought into the light before they can be truly discarded. These emotional echoes are not here to trap you in suffering, but to offer one last chance to let go, ensuring that nothing heavy remains as you step into a new frequency. For some, this purging manifests as sudden waves of emotion, grief, joy, anger, or deep love. appearing seemingly out of nowhere. One moment, you may feel an overwhelming sorrow without any clear reason, as if mourning something you can't quite name. The next, you may experience an inexplicable sense of euphoria, as if touched by the lightness of another world. These emotional fluctuations are not random. They are the body's way of processing stored energy that is finally being released. Much like a thunderstorm clears the air, these intense feelings are clearing out energetic blockages, making room for higher vibrations to settle in. At the same time, karmic debts are dissolving, leading to situations that may feel shocking or sudden. Relationships that seemed solid may unexpectedly fall apart, while long-standing conflicts may resolve in an instant. This is because the old energetic contracts that once kept people bound together are no longer necessary. Some may find themselves reconnecting with individuals from their past, only to realize that the dynamic has completely shifted. Others may feel a deep sense of closure, even without direct interaction, as if the weight of past entanglements has simply vanished. These shifts are part of a greater realignment, ensuring that only relationships and experiences aligned with the new energy remain. In the midst of these emotional transformations, many are experiencing an unshakable longing for home, even if they can't define where or what home actually is. It's not necessarily a physical place, but a feeling, a deep inner knowing that something is missing. This yearning is a sign that the soul is awakening to a greater connection beyond this earthly experience. Some may find themselves drawn to specific locations, feeling an inexplicable pull towards certain lands as if they hold forgotten memories. Others may realize that home is not external at all, but rather a state of being, a reunion with the truest version of oneself. This longing is a reminder that the soul is on a journey, and that journey is leading towards something profound. Perhaps the most unexpected shift is the sudden urgency to let go of attachments, even those that once felt vital. Possessions, relationships, identities, and beliefs that were once cherished may now feel like weights holding you down. This is not about abandoning everything, but rather recognizing what no longer serves the new frequency. It's like shedding an old skin. The old self must be released so the new self can emerge. Many are realizing that true freedom comes not from holding on, but from trusting in the flow of transformation. What is meant to stay will remain, and what is meant to leave will do so gracefully. These emotional disruptions are not obstacles, they are gateways. They are the final clearing before stepping fully into a new way of being, one unburdened by the past and open to the limitless possibilities of the future. The question is not whether these emotions will arise, but rather how deeply you are willing to let them go. The quantum shift, how manifestation will change reality, is shifting at an accelerated rate, and the way we manifest is evolving beyond what was once understood. The distance between thought and reality is shrinking, making manifestation feel almost instant. What used to take months or years to materialize will now appear within days, sometimes even moments. It's like placing an order at a cosmic restaurant. Before, you had to wait, but now your request is delivered almost immediately. However, this rapid manifestation comes with a crucial shift. It's no longer about just thinking, but about deeply aligning with the energy of what you desire. If there's any doubt, fear, or contradiction within, the manifestation will either be delayed or appear distorted. This means that true manifestation is no longer about simple wishful thinking, but about becoming the frequency of what you seek before it arrives. Another profound shift is occurring in how we perceive time and logic. The rigid structure of linear thinking is beginning to weaken, making it harder to rely on old patterns of reasoning. The line between waking life and the dream world is blurring like ink spreading in water. Many will find that their dreams start to bleed into reality, with symbols, messages, and even experiences from the dream realm appearing in their waking life. Lucid dreams will become more common, and some may wake up feeling as if they've spent the night in an entirely different existence. The subconscious and conscious mind are merging like two rivers meeting, making it essential to become aware of what thoughts, emotions, and energies you carry, as they will shape both your dream world and waking world alike. At the same time, energy is becoming louder than words. The ability to hide true feelings, intentions, or motivations is fading, as people are becoming more attuned to the silent language of energy. It will no longer be possible to lie or wear masks without others sensing it. Someone may speak with kindness, but if their energy holds resentment, it will be felt instantly, like a sour note in a song. This new awareness is not about judgment, but about clarity, being able to sense when something is truly aligned and when it is not. Relationships, careers, and choices will no longer be made based on what sounds good, but on what feels right deep within. One of the most jarring realizations will be the feeling that reality is not as solid as it once seemed. More people will begin noticing glitches in the world around them, moments where things shift, disappear, or seem to rewind in impossible ways. These moments are not accidents, but signs that reality is more fluid than we have been taught. It's like pulling back the curtain of a stage play and realizing the set was never permanent to begin with. Some may experience déjà vu that feels stronger than ever before, not as a memory of the past, but as if their mind is temporarily stepping into multiple timelines at once. The more aware you become of these shifts, the more you will realize that reality itself is responding to your perception and belief systems in real time. The final key to manifestation in this new quantum shift is that it is no longer about wanting something. It is about being the energy of what you seek. In the old paradigm, people would chase dreams, hoping they would come true. Now manifestation will function like a mirror. If you embody abundance, it will reflect back to you. If you try to manifest something from a place of lack or doubt, that same lack will continue to appear. The universe is not responding to words, it is responding to vibration, to the frequency you hold within you. This shift is forcing everyone to step into full authenticity, because only what is truly aligned will manifest. The question is no longer, how do I get what I want? But rather, how do I become the version of me that already has it? The dissolution of time, moving beyond linear reality. Time, as we once knew it, is dissolving. The predictable, measured flow of past, present, and future is beginning to bend and blur, making sequential thinking feel obsolete. More and more people will find that the old rules of time no longer apply. What once felt like a steady river now feels like shifting tides. Some days may pass in the blink of an eye, while others stretch endlessly, as if reality itself is breathing in and out. This is not a mere trick of perception. It is the fabric of time itself, unraveling, allowing us to experience existence beyond the rigid structure we were once confined to. One of the clearest signs of this temporal breakdown will be the increasing frequency of non-linear moments. People will begin seeing glimpses of both the past and the future as if they are happening in real time. Instead of recalling a memory, they will feel as if they are momentarily living it again. Instead of imagining a future possibility, they will experience it as if it has already happened. This will be different from déjà vu, which is a vague feeling of repetition. This will feel like walking into a moment that should not exist yet or anymore. Time will no longer be a straight road, but an open field, where multiple moments exist at once. As time fractures, so too will the boundaries between dimensions. Many will begin to see glimpses of parallel versions of themselves, not in a dream, but in waking life. These might appear as faint shadows, ghost-like reflections, or sudden flashes of another reality. It will feel like looking through a thin veil that was never meant to be lifted. In some cases, people will experience timelines overlapping, where an alternate choice they never made seems to briefly play out before vanishing. The walls between what is and what could have been are thinning, revealing that every possibility has always existed, just beyond our perception. With this shift, the long-held belief in cause and effect will begin to collapse. Manifestation will no longer require a step-by-step process, because the connection between desire and reality will become instantaneous. In the past, actions were needed to create an outcome, like planting seeds and waiting for them to grow. But now, the garden is already there, waiting to be stepped into. Those who are not aware of this change may find themselves confused. Events will no longer unfold in a predictable way, and trying to force reality into old structures will only lead to frustration. The universe is no longer operating under delay. It is responding in real time to the energy being emitted. Perhaps the most profound realization will be that time is not a straight line, but a spiral. Many will begin experiencing loops, events, emotions, or encounters repeating, but with a subtle difference each time. These loops are not mistakes. They are opportunities to correct, learn, or shift timelines. It will feel as if life is guiding you back to certain moments, not to relive them, but to rewrite them. This is the dissolution of time as a rigid structure and the emergence of time as an evolving, living force. As this shift deepens, those who cling to the old way of perceiving time may feel disoriented or lost, struggling to make sense of a world that no longer follows the rules they grew up with. But those who embrace the fluidity of time will find incredible freedom. They will see that time is not something to be controlled or measured. It is something to be navigated, like an ocean, flowing in all directions at once. The question is no longer, what time is it, but rather, which version of reality am I stepping into now? The call to action. Aligning with the Andromedan blueprint. The Andromedan blueprint is calling, and it is not a whisper. It is a forceful wave pushing humanity toward a new way of being. Everything that once defined life, beliefs, possessions, routines, will feel like sand slipping through fingers. The world is shifting, and to stay in alignment, one must be willing to let go of outdated programming. These old belief systems, the ones inherited from generations past, were built for a reality that no longer exists. What was once seen as absolute truth will now feel like an illusion, like a movie scene being played on a crumbling set. Trying to cling to these outdated structures will be like holding onto a book that is missing half its pages. The universe is rewriting the script, and only those willing to unlearn and relearn will be able to step into the new paradigm. As energy becomes the new currency, material attachments will lose their grip. The desire to collect, own, and accumulate will seem irrelevant, as if the weight of physical possessions is a distraction from something much greater. Many will find that things they once valued, expensive cars, luxury items, or even status symbols, no longer bring fulfillment. The Andromedan blueprint operates on a frequency where energy exchange is based on vibration, not material wealth. People will be drawn toward what feels right, rather than what looks valuable. It will become clear that the true riches lie not in what is owned, but in the depth of one's connection to the universe. This shift will not only take place internally, but externally as well. A sudden urge to relocate may arise, and it will not be a logical decision. It will be a deep, unshakable knowing. Some will feel an overwhelming pull to leave cities and move toward nature, where the energy is pure and unfiltered. Others will find themselves distancing from old friends, communities, or environments that no longer match their vibration. This is not abandonment. It is alignment. When a radio frequency changes, the old station can no longer be heard. In the same way, those who no longer resonate with the new energy will naturally fade from one's life, making space for new soul-aligned connections. The traditional idea of work and purpose will also be flipped upside down. Jobs that were once stable will feel empty, and careers that once made sense will seem meaningless. Those aligned with the shift will no longer be able to participate in systems that drain their energy or go against their true nature. Many will feel a calling to soul-aligned missions, paths that contribute to collective awakening, healing, and creation. Some will turn to spiritual work, energy healing, or teaching, while others will feel drawn to innovate new ways of living that are in harmony with the planet. The traditional model of work, labor for survival, will be replaced with purpose-driven existence, where work is an extension of one's soul, not a means to an end. As these changes unfold, a new wave of leaders will rise, not those in power by force or control, but those who lead by example, radiating the frequency of the new earth. These are the ones who have surrendered to the shift, who have allowed the old world to dissolve without fear, and who now stand as beacons for others. They are not preachers or rulers. They are living embodiments of the transformation. Their energy alone will inspire others to break free from the old ways and embrace the higher reality that is unfolding. The Andromedan blueprint is not something to be understood with the mind. It must be felt, embraced, and lived. Those who resist the shift will feel like they are swimming against an unstoppable tide, exhausted and confused. But those who surrender to it will find themselves riding the wave effortlessly, carried into a new world where energy, alignment, and higher purpose become the guiding forces of reality.